The House of Representatives has passed for second reading a Medical and Dental Practitioners Act Amendment Bill 2022, which seeks to make it compulsory for graduates in medical and dental fields to render services within Nigeria for 5 years before being granted full license. Given the rising tendency of this Nigerian population and the current rate of emigration of Nigerian-trained medical and dental professionals abroad, Ganiyu Johnson, the motion sponsor, stated that this was done to provide quality healthcare to Nigerians. The question is, how does this affect these medical and dental practitioners? And is this a valid reason to restrict them from getting their license? Let's find out.
I just feel that the government is trying to hold on persons who would rather seek for greener pastures outside Nigeria because the government has failed in its duties. Yes, education is very cheap, but that doesn't mean that when you finish schooling, you can't get the dividends of schooling. I mean, our forefathers or people before us told us that education is the key. Is it that they've taken the key and thrown it away?
The bill is quite outrageous because today, this medical profession is something that we need very well in our country. In fact, we need to do more about equipping our hospitals so that medicine in our country will be well practiced. Because in the past years, I don't think our medicine is doing well. If it was doing well, our presidents or well-to-do persons wouldn't be going abroad to seek medical attention. But if the only development that we have to do is to increase, to limit the number of years for practicing license, then I don't think it's a good way to go. This will rather frustrate the efforts of the medical line in our country. So I don't think it's a welcome development.
For me, it's too much. After the service, they're supposed to, after the acquiring the knowledge, they're supposed to go in for their practice instead of spending another extra years in their country. It's not supposed to be so, in my own understanding. So if there's any amendment they will do to it, I will prefer it.
For a medical doctor here in Nigeria, I think it's also good for them to also work for us here in Nigeria so that many can also gain from them. There's no need of them traveling to abroad that they want to go and work in a Igbo country. Even if they study outside here and come back to Nigeria here, I see that there's a need for them to work in our hospital here in Nigeria so that they can impact others, or the knowledge they get, they can share, they can use it to work hard for our country, to make our country better than going outside here to say that they want to go and work for Igbo. I think that one is not good, but working in our own country here is very important. Even though if the payment is not much, or I don't know how they think, but I believe Nigeria will look into that because I believe they are offering their best for our country here. So I don't see need of them going to outside here to go and say, okay, it's a Igbo country, everything is cheaper. No, I think our country here too is trying much better. So if they totally engage and put in their best, even the government will also increase their salary and they also enjoy. It's all about putting in their best. It's not about traveling outside there. It's all about putting in their best so that they can see our country moving forward. And as they put in their best, many will still come in. Even the white people will still come in and benefit from us.
It's not really a very reason. Somebody will go to school, stay there for years, come back and tell the person that you after some years for a day your license. It's not a good very reason for somebody from getting a license.